Okay, greetings. It is a brew day. It was nearly not a brew day, but it's such a nice day out there. Look at that. It would be a sin not to brew on a day like this. So we're doing an amber ale, an American amber, because I've been drinking a lot of Brewdog Black Heart. Another stout. Very nice. Really like it. And I was thinking about 5 AM because I haven't seen 5 AM in years. Absolute years. Why that is, I don't know. Maybe you can get it to still make it and you can beat it off the website or something, but I don't know. I haven't seen it anywhere. So I used to like that beer a lot. So I thought maybe I'll try and do something like that because I'm made in an American amber and God knows how long. I really like the combination of the hop flavour and it's very caramel malty, that type of thing. So I went on to the Brewdog, okay, which is, there's something buzzing around there. Okay, so Brewdog, okay, you can download it off the Brewdog website. So it's basically a recipe list of all their recipes. But when I read it out and I put it into Brewfather and I was like, this is not right. It feels like they're just taking the piss. This is like a practical joke, this recipe. Okay, so to cut a long story short, the IBU is something like, EBC is 60, which is really dark, right? An amber ale should be somewhere, 30s, right? I mean, am I imagining that? The IBUs, wherever they are, I don't know. So, the recipe then, so it's extra pale, 2.56, I've got that. Caramel, 0.88, 880 grams of caramel going into this, into a 20 litre batch. That is ridiculous. I mean, that's a no for a start. You've got Munich, 0.63, so there's more caramel than Munich malt going in. Crystal 150 and dark crystal. And then hops. Cascade, Amarillo, Nelson. It's like 2.5 grams. It's like, what? 2.5 grams of hops going in? And then at the middle, there's 2.5 grams. And at the end, there's 12.5 grams. That's like, that is not right. I mean, I know Brewdog probably know a lot more about brewing than I do, and I'll ever do, but no. But then a brewer's tip here, at the very end of the recipe, go easy on the crystal and dark malt, because too much will skew the flavor profile. You don't say. So I basically did my version of that last night, or the other night. I just haven't been happy with it since, and I had a look at it last night when I was going. Actually came out here to get the grains in already. I was like, no, this won't do, because I don't have all those ingredients, and I was putting in like bits and pieces of like red axe and stuff like that, and just like, you know what, this is not right at all. I don't have any Munich, I've got Vienna instead. And I came out to it and I had another look at their recipe and I said, no, this is not going to work here. I'm not doing this because this is going to come out horrible. So I binned it. And I thought, well, maybe I'll have a look at it during the week. Opened the blinds this morning, seen the day, and I was like, I have the brew today. Let's have another look at that recipe. So basically, over a cup of coffee, I've refined the recipe to suit my taste. So it's not a clone anymore. It's just a beer, an American amber. The other thing too, the mash, and that DIY dog. I think this is the clincher. The why I thought there was just a piss take. It said the mash temperature was 62. 62. 62. Wouldn't even do a blogger at 62. So yeah, no. If anyone has brewed that recipe, please tell me. Tell me what it was like, because that just doesn't seem right at all. So I've gone with extra pale Maris Otter. It's about 2.3. We've got about I have used caramel or caramel 20, which I think is caramel, but only like 250 grams. We've got 1.5 kilos of Vienna malt going in, and the only other thing then going in is going to be some Carafa 3 just to darken it down a bit. I'm going to put that in during the sparge. Now normally I'll like cold steep it and whatnot, but I haven't. I've literally just measured it out there, and it's like 150 maybe, something like that. So I'm just going to lift it up, put it over the top, and then just sparge over the top of it. That will do well. So that is the plan. So, and then I came in here this morning and there was like, there's 2 fermenters in there that need washed. There's that keg that needs washed, and it's like, thank God it's a good day because I'm going to be busy all day. Okay, end of the mash. Here we have it. Let's put that up there. So yet again, I had the flow on a bit too high, and it had pancaked at the bottom. So, Jesus, I don't know how long was it, like maybe 10 minutes. So give it an extra 10 minutes at the end and just kept stirring it all the way through. So we'll see what we get in terms of Pretty Boy in a bit. Yeah. Oh, before. Okay, I'm going to throw the first edition hops in now as like a first wort. It's only like 8 grams, I think, of Centennial. We'll need to get the grain in there as well. So there's our dark grains. It's about 167 grams it works out of. There has to be said 150, but that was left in the bag, so that's good. So that just goes over the top, and then we'll sparge over the top of it and hope for the best. I don't think I've done it like this. I know other people do it like this. I don't think I've ever done it like this. Maybe I have. Who knows? I've made that much beer over the years that I don't actually remember half the stuff I do. Right, there we go. Let's get our pizza tray on. Large arm. Okay, let's go. Turn off the heaters as well too. Let's not forget that. This is a bit higher than what I normally would do, but trying to get a good coverage. Yeah. Yes, alright. Alright, thanks. Yeah, that is our 25 minutes to go, I think. Or 25 minutes, yeah. That is... What is that? Don't know. I think it's Cascade, actually, that's what it is. Okay, flame out, whirlpool, whatever. This is a mix of Centennial and Nelson. And that's like 20 minutes on that. There's the colour there, look. $10.47, that looks like 10.46, 10.47, so pretty much bang on the numbers, which is very good. Yeast choice is the usual. Oh, let me get it pitched first. It's the usual, it's kind of my, pretty much the favourite yeast. It's California Common yeast from Cross My Loaf. Just leaves it really clean and crisp and everything you want. I use it now instead of USO5 altogether, completely. So I think it's just, I prefer it, to be honest. And I can buy it in bulk as well too. So not really sure where I'm going with that, but yeah. Anyway, that is it. I've got a dry hop on that to go. I've got about 150 gram dry hop, I think it is. So quite a lot going in there, more than one in the hot side. So okay, there we are there. That is what our amber ale looks like, our American amber. It's not far off. I mean, it's maybe a little bit light, but it's not far off what I would think I would consider to be an amber colour. Nice bit of head on it as well too. Starting to dissipate now because, well, it doesn't matter why. So, looks wise, it's good. A little bit hazy inside. It's all that hops and stuff, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. Didn't find it. I could have, but I chose not to. And it's been in the keg now 12 days. I haven't had a drink of this yet, so this is going to be a first, because I've been trying to finish other kegs there and, you know, prioritizing and all that. So, because I've got like too much beer on the go and all that. So it looks good. That's a good start. What about the smell? It's, you know what? Just let me run through the recipe actually first. 2.3 kilos of Maris Otter, pale Maris Otter, extra pale. 1.5 kilos of Vienna. 250 grams Car 20 and 150 grams of Carafa Special 3, which I think I just threw in for the sparge, didn't I? Can anyone confirm that? Okay, hops. Centennial, to bitter with. Cascade 25 minutes. Centennial and Nelson at flame out. Cascade, Centennial, Nelson and Simcoe as a dry hop. So what's that? 100 to 150 gram dry hop. So what I was getting off the aroma, first thing I thought was there's a little bit of Nelson in there, but it's kind of twisted. And I thought maybe a little bit of funky Simcoe. Definitely, it's kind of gooseberry is what I'm getting. And there's something almost resinous in there as well too. Is resinous a smell? If it is, I think that's what it is. It's curious. It's not really bright and clean color or colors. Aroma of it. It's definitely on the darker side. Little biscuity note maybe of something, bready note in the background as well, well in the background. And just this kind of dark hop aroma. Okay. Oh, I'm now wondering if this is what I'm gonna taste. Okay, cheers. Don't know how this is gonna turn out. God help us. Here we go. It's 4.6% as well too, I should say. 10-12 to finish that, yeah. And it tastes like a light beer. Quite a light body on it. Bit of bitterness on it as well too. But it's kind of, I'm wondering, is it the Centennial? So it's not, it's kind of a lingering bitterness, okay? I would ordinarily, for like IPA stuff like that, I would always use Columbus. Love Columbus. We changed it around to the Centennial that time, and it's definitely different. It's a lingering bitterness that stays with you. It's not really intense. It's just kind of there all the time. that type of thing. So it's not like super bitter or anything. It's just kind of, it's there. It's always there, like a toothache, you know, that type of thing. With the light body, I'm not sure quite like that. Quite like that bitterness. I think a bigger body would maybe work. It would work a bit better. In terms of the flavors, then there is a little malty note to it in the background. Definitely getting that kind of dank flavor. I don't know if it's coming from that bitterness that's making me think it's like there's this kind of real dank note to it. There is some nice bright fruit flavors in there, but it's kind of, it's muffled, if that makes sense. I'm talking toothache and muffled flavors, but it's a bit unbalanced though. So we need to definitely improve the body on that if we're gonna keep that bitterness. I would switch out to Columbus, definitely. Forget the Centennial, at least for bittering. Not really getting too much grapefruit off it. I'm getting a little bit of kind of fruity Nelson taste. Maybe a little touch of berry as well too. And just this bitterness that's just not going away. There is a kind of bready character to the malt as well, which is probably the saving grace for this beer, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it's not really turned out on this pint quite as I would have liked. Definitely doesn't taste like 5 AM. Not that I've had it in years, but it's more 5 PM than 5 AM. Okay, I'm back for one more last drink of this. I mean, it's nice and clear. This is a good few weeks. It's a month in the keg. It's a good few weeks after that last video there. Look how clear that is now. Not fined or anything like that. Just natural. Excellent. So yeah, we thought we'd give it one more. I'll give it one more go now that it's mellowed out a bit, to see what it's like. To see if I'm going to do another version of it. Okay, I'm going in. It's easy to drink. It is quite easy to drink, I have to say. But it does definitely have that bitterness, and it's a real kind of astringent bitterness. When I was smelling it there, I could have swore it was like, you know, that Galaxy astringency. You know that one? The 2020 harvest. It was a bad year all around, wasn't it? Yeah, it's kind of got that astringent bitterness to it, which is not great. I mean, I think if I'm doing it again, okay, I think I might do it again just as a challenge more than anything, to get something drinkable. I mean, it is drinkable. I have been drinking it, and I will finish the keg. In terms of the malts, I'm gonna have a look at it and maybe drop that carafa completely. If I can get something to get that colour down with, possibly a little bit of Red X, maybe something like that, and then hops. I think I'm gonna drop the Nelson altogether. Centennial, we're not gonna bitter with Centennial. We'll bitter with Columbus. We've got the Cascade and other Centennial in there, and a Simcoe dry hop. So in terms of the IBU, the IBU in this is only supposed to be 27, but there's something has gone a bit wrong with this. Famous last words. And then the yeast, Cali common yeast. Possibly we could change that to like a saturated yeast, you know, like a clipper, maybe something like that, and see what happens. I don't think it'll not be that clear, like, but I can taste the flavour, the malt flavours in the background, but and a little bit of the hops, but it's just that kind of awful, not very nice bitterness. So yeah, that's food for thought anyway. But yeah, as I say, I will. It's not bad enough to throw away, but I will finish and I will finish the keg. So watch this space. Cheers. See you next week.